Blade Seed Studios, come back at you with another video. Today we are going to be doing Dark Souls Remastered, 100% items guide for Sen's Fortress. Watch out for the booby trap here on the floor that shoots darts at you, and we're going to run past it and pick up our first item, the Soul of a Brave Warrior. This is a relatively good soul packet, so we're going to continue pushing forward, and there's going to be some guillotines. We're going to completely skip over those and jump straight down to the bottom. At the bottom there's going to be a rather large amount of Titanite demons, which can be very helpful when you need demon titanite, but it's also a major pain in the ass because if you don't have the rusted iron ring, this area can be very annoying. There is a lot of sludge on the ground which slows you down, but behind some of the demon titanites they are guarding the scythe item and the soul of a brave warrior. And of course you can get your demon titanite pole and your demon titanite from these guys, so make sure to kill them all and make sure to upgrade your boss weapons. If you run back to where we jump down from, there's going to be a ladder, and at the top of the ladder there's going to be another ladder hidden behind a wall, as well as that large soul of the proud knight. Once you're up at the top, there's going to be a giant up here that's going to end up dropping a titanite chunk as you kill him, so be mindful of that. It can be a nice little upgrade for early game. This is a guaranteed drop, and this giant will never respawn, so you never have to worry about him again. Go sliding back down that ladder that we just came up from and jump down to where we just picked up that item. And the guillotines are, you're gonna want to run through the guillotines. You can either run through in one straight shot or you can take your time. I just run right through because it's just how it works. With the way that the timing is, it just makes it really easy to just run straight through with no issues. Once you're through the second set of guillotines, there's an electric dude that's shooting you here, but there will be a chest with some large titanite shards in it. Be mindful of the floor dart trap, make sure it doesn't hit you. Continuing forward, there's going to be a little drop off to the right with a snake man. You can get him to do a special attack to break down the wall, or you can spin the dial and push a boulder down this direction, but that's a little bit further in Sen's Fortress. So in this area you are going to unlock Big Hat Logan, which is a spell sorcerer merchant, which is very nice. He sells some very overpowered spells. And there's going to be a soul of the hero locked in the cage here. Both of these guys are locked behind locked cages, so you have to either find the key or have a master key, which if you entered the depths you should have a master key and you should have no issues. In this next area there's going to be boulders coming flying down at you if you haven't gone through the area at first, and a snake man that will literally get crushed by a boulder. There is also Siegmeyer of Katarina. Ironically enough, I forgot that there was a boulder there, so I had to quit out and load back in really quick because that definitely startled me a little bit. Siegmeyer should be sitting here on this cliff edge here. He should have already killed these two snake men, so you shouldn't have to worry about them. This is not the first location that you'll see him, but this is the first spot that he will be moving to. You'll see him at first in the front of Sen's Fortress before you ring the two bells to open it up. So just above him there is a jump down, and there is a door. Behind the door there is going to be a chest, and it's a ring of the steel protection. And if you jump down to the little edge that's just above him, there's going to be the Shodel sitting there, which is a pretty good weapon. It can sneak behind shields when somebody's blocking. I want to quickly go over the serpent mages and the serpent men. The serpent men drop the serpent great swords, and the serpent mages drop the flameberg. The flameberg is a bleed weapon, and it can be pretty interesting if you know how to use it correctly. Now these boulders here, they are going to proceed to keep falling into this pit until eventually you get to the point where you can just run through this wall, because they'll smash through the wall and grab the Covenant's gold serpent ring. This ring increases your discovery, which is the luck of finding items from drop rate circumstances, which is helpful for farming, obviously. Now there's going to be a mimic here. I'm going to show you a cute little trick. You can toss a Lloyd's talisman once you smack the mimic to calm it down and put it back to sleep. Once it's asleep you can just grab the item right out of its mouth, but otherwise you can just kill it, and this mimic will end up dropping a lightning spear, which is equivalent to a +10 weapon, so be mindful of that for PvP circumstances. Other than that, if you're playing for PvE, don't even worry about it. This weapon is absolutely awesome. It absolutely goes bonkers on the Hydra down in the Deep Root Basin. Go ahead and take the elevator up. This is going to bring you to a nice little shortcut path to get up to where the boulder machine is. The boulder machine you can spin in all 4 directions. If you spin it this way, it's going to chuck it outside. You spin it to the next one, it's going to be on the original boulder path. You spin it again, it's going to go and smash through that wall that we were discussing earlier. And then if you spin it one more time, it'll be going down the pathway that we're at right now. I did forget to grab this item, so we're going to grab this large soul of the proud knight, but this is also a shortcut to get to a different item. It's the slumbering dragon crest ring. So this item is really nice in PvP circumstances. It makes you completely quiet to your feet, so there's no jiggle, there's no jangle, there's no nothing. If you jump back off where the mage was, there's going to be another pathway that you can take, and in that path there is the black sorcery set, and it also has the spell called Hush. Go back to the boulders, and there's going to be a trap on the floor that shoots arrows. You can literally sprint right through it, and these guillotines hanging here, you can also just sprint right through these. You're going to want to go take your left, and there's going to be some large titanite over here. This guy is ragdolled in the ceiling, T-posing, which I thought was pretty funny. You're going to want to keep pushing forward, and there's going to be some stairs that you're going to end up seeing. It has one of the Flameberg mages on here, so you got to be careful of the lightning. Now, to the left of you, there's going to be another one of those guys that's shooting at you while you're crossing these guillotines, so be careful of that. Get across the guillotines, go up the stairs, take a right, and then we are going to go back down the stairs. There's going to be some Baldur Knights protecting a chest, and that chest contains a flamestone plate ring. So quite frankly, this ring is complete dog shit, but we need it for the 100% items guide. So after you pick up this, we're going to have to run back up the stairs. Now we're going to end up doing a jump to get to the next item. You can see it down there. It is the sniper crossbow. It is not a very good crossbow at all. It just shoots so straight that it's nearly impossible to hit what you're trying to hit. After you pick up that item, we're going to continue forward up the stairs, and there's going to be a large soul of a brave warrior sitting on the ground. And then you're going to run up this next little flight of stairs, and there's going to be a large titanite shard sitting there. I believe it's 2. I have a very full inventory right now, so I'm not too sure. There was also that little hidden bonfire. Don't be scared to use it. You're going to see a knight going down this path. It's a Baronic knight. They have a pretty large loot table, so I'm going to put it up on screen instead of trying to go over all of it. They're pretty easy to take out. You can actually parry these guys, which I think is pretty interesting because they are a larger enemy. But once you get done taking him out, there's going to be a ladder over here that you're going to want to take down. As you're running up the stairs, you're going to run into Prince Ricard, which is the kind of an asshole. He's got this rapier that's just very strong and overpowered. If you're not careful about it, he can stagger you and just absolutely demolish your health. He also has a bow. Upon death, he drops Ricard's rapier. If you finish walking to the top of the tower, there's going to be a little room inside with 2 chests. One contains a divine blessing, and the other contains a rare ring of sacrifice, which are both useful in their own ways. The divine blessing fully heals you, and the rare ring of sacrifice will protect your souls from being lost upon death, and also heal your curse, which is a really interesting feature to the ring. So now we're going to be met with a 4-way path. We're going to want to take a left at first. We're going to jump across, and there's a little hidden area over here. You can run all the way down the stairs and get a cage key, and you can also buy from this merchant. This merchant has a couple good items. Make sure to buy up what you need. The primary things are the 2 stone rings and the Katarina armor. We're gonna run on down this stairway, and there's going to be a mage down here. Make sure to take him out, and then there's gonna be a cage key. Make sure to grab that. It unlocks the shortcut. Now go ahead and run back up the stairs, and we're gonna jump back across to go back to this 4-way. If you want to jump down and kill this giant, you are more than welcome to. You just gotta hop down right here. I'm not going to. He does, however, drop a titanite chunk. Now we're gonna come up on the shortcut. Make sure to grab this. You hop in, and it's gonna bring you down to where the first set of guillotines are. Enjoy that shortcut, it's well deserved and mighty handy. You're going to want to continue pushing forward on the stairs. There's going to be a little balcony area. You're going to want to run all the way around that, kill the bow archer person, and then you're going to want to run all the way up the stairs to kill the firebomb giant that's throwing firebombs down and exploding all over the place. He also drops a titanite chunk, and once you're done killing him, you're going to want to run down and take this side path that you can summon Iron Tarkus at, which is an NPC that is pretty damn strong for Sen's Fortress. He has a great sword, which if you have a great sword as well, it'll cause the iron golem to fall down really quick. Sometimes he even falls off the map, which is kind of funny. Upon death, you acquire the iron golem soul. Then you see this little light ring that you want to go up and interact with and get taken right on to Honor Londo. I'm Bladeseed Studios. Thanks for watching my 100% guide for Sen's Fortress, and I'm out.